The Yellowhead Regional Library began in the 1970s, and much like technology, it's evolved a lot over the years. Our mandate has always been to support the public and school libraries in central West Alberta. We're proud of our long history here. In December 1970, the Yellowhead Regional Library began with an agreement with 5 counties. Our first staff member was hired for an annual salary of $13,000. In 1972, our building was built in Spruce Grove. By 1980, we started automating collections of member libraries. An automation project report from 1982 showed that 55% of libraries had begun the process of adding their book stock to the database.
40 years ago, Yellowhead was beginning the process of what librarians call recon. They were converting those old card catalogs into computer data. Yellowhead hadn't had a common way of cataloging all this material, so all the libraries might have had some of the same materials, but they were cataloged differently. If we compared it to buying something online now, the Yellowhead cards would be something like, here's a shirt, it's red, and it costs $15. And that would be the information. You wouldn't have a lot of information to go on. So they had to take that kind of information and expand it to full cataloging data. So Yellowhead certainly translated those early days with easy data to sort of be very resourceful and move into modern day, and that's still continuing with that kind of leadership with cataloging.
The 80s brought in interlibrary loans, all coordinated by YRL. Also, our board meetings went smoke-free. The 1990s brought rapidly advancing technology. A presentation is made to the board about technology that's being used to fulfill member requests. A handout explaining the internet, World Wide Web, Freenet, and CD-ROM technology was distributed. YRL got its own page on the internet in 1995.
I thought it was a wonderful thing. It opened up the possibility for a way better service. I represented our county on the YRL board, and I was chair for 10 years. The best thing about being on the board was the quality of people that I met. Brought me in contact with really interesting people and a place to share ideas. I've come to feel like those were golden years.
Amazon comes into the world in 1996 as the first online bookseller. It was the click heard round the world as libraries everywhere wondered if Amazon would put them completely out of business. The millennium brought new programs and services to the 44 member libraries of YRL. Storytime kits for kids, for example, were created to help libraries provide local programming. Stats on interlibrary loans and changes to Canada Post had YRL increase van runs from monthly to weekly or twice weekly to handle demand. 2010s see ebook services begin, as well as new teaching databases online. YRL creates website templates for member libraries and purchases domain names. As of 2019, over 25,000 items moved through YRL headquarters each week on the van run. 165,000 kilometers are driven by vans. YRL now has a fleet of 3 vans to handle all the volume. Yellowhead Regional Library has a proud history and a bright future ahead. We can't wait to see what's next.